She had been in the hospital about a month from the ICU. She went into the rehab portion of the hospital. She wasn't having any success. She didn't want to do anything. She had really given up. Her insurance, she ran out of time at the hospital, so insurance-wise, so they talked to us about a nursing facility and rehab. And me and my brother and my sister asked who they recommended. They said, who would y'all go to? And I said, probably Maison Teche. And the physical therapist at the hospital said that would be outstanding. They have an outstanding physical therapy group. So it was a hard decision to make to bring her to a nursing facility, but we knew she couldn't do it at home. And if she had the opportunity to go home at that point, she wasn't going to make it. So we brought her here, still with a lot of hope, but on the negative, on the negative side, we still were thinking that she was going to never leave this place. This was going to be her last stay. Me and my brothers and my sister kept pleading with her, Mama, you need to try therapy. That's the only thing that's going to help you. Her grandkids and her great-grandkids were doing the same. Then one day I came to visit her and she wasn't in her room.
It's just somebody spoke to me through the night, because I got up in the morning knowing that I just had to try, because my children and their children, the grandchildren, great-grandchildren, had deserved more than that from me. They didn't want to see me that way. I said I had to give it a try. If I couldn't, I couldn't, but I was going to try.
And from that point on, it was nonstop. She didn't want to stop.
When Miss Bernice got to us, she required total care for dressing, toileting. She was completely independent with everything at home before she went to the hospital. So we knew that we had a lot of work to do from the get-go. We had to get her back where she was, and as a rehab team, it was all of our goal to get, as if she was our grandma, we would want her to be back home with us.
I can remember going in her room and peeling back the covers, and at that point she was already in pain and very anxious and nervous, and I'm thinking, wow, we really have a far way to go to get this lady back home where she needs to be. After progress in therapy, speech, occupational, and physical, Miss Bernice can now walk well over 400, 500 feet. She can walk community distances with a cane, where as before she was unable to take any steps. She can walk on gravel and cement and grass without any problems.
She regained her independence in her toileting, in and out of her bed, on and off of a dining room chair, helping her family in the kitchen again. The things that when we did in her home eval, she had shown, this is what I do, this is what I want to be able to do. And so she's there.
She was also on a PEG tube with a diagnosis of failure to thrive. One of Speech's primary goals was to get her to safely tolerate a regular diet so she could start eating all of the food that she enjoyed to cook so much. We also worked on complex problem solving, some short-term memory, long-term memory, recall tasks, so that she can remember all the things that physical therapy and occupational therapy were teaching her, her safety precautions, so that she could go home and remain safe while she's there.
I'm very thankful and extremely just overwhelmed by the physical therapy department, the facility itself. They did an outstanding job with her, not only her physical therapy, her speech. She's actually sharper now than before she got sick.